I want to make sure my kids have a role model for as their daddy. Yeah, I think, unlike other couples who lived together, didn't never live together, like we lived together. Our apartment was furnished together. We're in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. We financed each other's vehicles. Like it was so intertwined that like, you don't realize how messy it is until you break up and you're like, we did everything backwards. All right. Take everything back. Like it was definitely a hot mess. I was like, well, what are you taking? Like, oh, you're going to take the Keurig and I'm taking the, I'm taking the rice cooker. Like it was pretty messy, but I think, yeah, it was a nightmare. But I mean, me and him were very civil at the time. I mean, other than all the emotions and the drama, I think we understood at the end of the day, like we care about each other. I'm always going to be here for you. You're my best friend. So
post show, we were trying to deal with things like it was a whole bunch of mixed emotions. We were talking for a little bit, but things kept going the way they did on the show, and I was just not okay with it. So I had to break away from that. And nowadays we don't communicate at all anymore. Pregnancy scare. Well, we've been down that road quite a bit. She's done that a lot to me. So it's kind of like it was happening for a while. So I didn't really think too much of it. The way she did play it out, how like I thought I think you'll be happy or something like that. That was not the case at all. Like I would be, if we did end up having a kid, I would have taken care of it and I would have been the best dad for that kid. So I don't know what that was about, but that has happened a lot. So.
And you were very genuine and earnest in what you wanted and what you did not want at the moment. And
I did. Yeah. I actually, like I said to other people, like I actually had an engagement planned out before. We were trying, like I wasn't stopping that because I do know she has some fertility issues and I was there for her for that. And if it happened, that happened. I was also looking for a house for us right before the show, had an engagement planned out, all that stuff. So, yeah.
I think I told him, I was just like, I think you'd be happy about this. You're not choosing me. You're not making an effort. And he was like, why would you say that? And I was like, well, why wouldn't I say that? You're not ready to marry me. So I definitely don't want to have kids with you. And I'm glad like that things happened the way that it did. I mean, it was more of a scare for me because I'm like, I'm going to have his baby and he's not going to marry me.
So
I mean, it was pretty stressful before the show, and I definitely we had our differences and the different opinions about it. I did not want to do it. It took me like to the very last night to make the decision, but I did it for her. I know she wanted the fame. I know she wanted all that, so I let her. I did it.
Watching yourself back, like you have your all-time low, but you don't have to look back and then rewatch it all over again. I had to do that. I had to sit there and watch 9 hours of me snot, eyes, makeup all over. And that was like the hardest part because I am a very confident woman. I've never had to feel like I'm in competition with any other girls. I'm usually like super chill and outgoing. And usually, with Jake for 2 years, I've never felt like that. I've never been put in that position. And I've never felt any kind of intimidation. He's always made me feel very secure and like assured. So watching it back, it's just like, who is this person? And two, I really let it affect me. Like it affected me so bad. And now you sit here a year later and just laugh. Like I just laugh. Like, why did I get so emotional?
The hardest part was just having cameras around you 24/7. Like I like keeping my life private. I don't like my life being out there. I didn't want to be on this show to the get-go. Like I don't care about the fame or anything like that. But yeah, it's just my anxiety was going crazy throughout the whole show.
The most rewarding aspect was that like I was putting aside things that I wanted to do because I want to be a wife. And I want to be a wife for the right person. Like I want to be 100% ready for someone who's 100% ready for me. And I think after my time with Colby and how much fun I had, I realized like this is what a relationship's supposed to feel like. This is how I deserve to feel. So learning that it's okay to be selfish and have your needs and wants. Like don't feel guilty about it. It was freeing. Like leaving the experience, it was heartbreaking, but it was freeing at the same time.
Honestly, to be honest, I feel like me and April were the weakest just because we were having our differences before the show and we were trying to figure things out. And the fact that I did not want to do that and she did not care about what I thought and just put me on the show either way, that was kind of just, we already were going on the show on bad terms. And then the strongest, I would have to say either Alexis and Hunter or Randall and Shanique going on to the show was the strongest.
I love so much that you did the show because it shows what a genuinely tried and true loyal human and individual you are. You are never, I would have run for the hills the night before if I was like, I'm out, middle of the night, pack my bag, see ya. I
was just trying to make her happy, to be honest with you. With right before the show, I was literally trying to give her everything she wanted. So I was kind of clueless about why we did the show, but if it made her happy and that's what she wanted, I was going to do it. So.
Well, in the moment when she's like, why would you buy me an SUV if you didn't want me to put kids in the back? Or you're like, because I love you.
That was the whole point of buying her.
Why did I make you happy? I bought you a gift. I was
I'm a big car guy. I had my nice car, my nice sports car, which I have now. And I love cars to death, but I literally gave away my pride and joy for her to have her mommy SUV.
I was like, just be thankful. Just say thank you.
Yeah, I was like, just say thank you. Just be happy.
That's hard. I can't even answer that. I would say maybe Alexis and Hunter just because they had their beautiful engagement. They're together. They live together. He proposed before ever living with her. That's a big commitment because I feel like I have to live with you, see how you function in day-to-day life before we get married. So I would say that relationship was the strongest. I would say Zay and Ray were probably the least strongest. After watching it back, I am shocked at some of the things that happened in that relationship on camera, but I'm happy and I think everything worked out for the best for everybody.
Yeah, we all have a group chat. We all talk. Me, Ray, Randall, and Shanique have our own group chat. We talk to. But yeah, everyone's on good terms. Maybe not the April and Zay with all of us, but April's in the group chat. Zay left the group chat for some reason. I don't know why, but we all pretty much stay in touch. Yeah, we're all on good terms.
I feel like there was never animosity against one person, but we have this family ultimatum group chat called The Crew, and social events. I always invite hey, we're gonna do this in Austin. Let's all get together and. It's really cool. It honestly feels like a family when you realize hey, we went through this all together. We all went through this shit together for the first season. I told them, I said, I have all of yours back. So it was told through the grapevine. I know they were trying to hide it. And when I found out, Madeline, congratulations, it's a girl. I was like, it's a girl, is it a girl, is it a girl? And then they found out it's a girl and I see her at the reunion with her baby bump. And it was just so surreal that I was sitting right by her and Colby just kept looking at it and touching. I was like, it's an ultimatum, baby.
No, I do not, even though I disliked going on it, I am very happy I did because I found out what I needed in life. I found out we weren't meant for each other. I found out the real person April is, and I'm glad she's doing her own thing.
1,000%. Because I would still be here today, a year later, nagging to have a ring on this finger.
No, not whatsoever. After everything I found out and after I saw her true colors on the show, absolutely no. I even tried to be cordial with her and be acquaintances or somewhat friends after, and she was still playing a whole bunch of games after the show, and I'm not okay with that, and I'm happy to do my own thing. No, not at all. I was just kind of irritated and just fed up with the whole situation at that point. She was with her man. I hope she's happy with him. You can do what you want with that. I'm doing my own thing, but I definitely think it was kind of irritating when she was telling Colby how she was disappointed in him for talking to someone else off the show when she was doing a lot more than that off the show. So that was kind of a shocker to me. And I wasn't keep my mouth closed about a lot of stuff. I didn't want to try to make her look bad, but at the same time, I couldn't let that go out and me not defend myself on that.